Yes, I know, I'll explain everything. I was a woman, technically. It's confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Let me take you to the year 2016. This was the year of our school show. I was in primary 6. Every primary 6 done a school show at some point, unless they went on holiday, like one of my other close friends. And the previous years was Robin Hood. That was what, these are the ones that I remember. It was Robin Hood. It was a show about the anniversary of our school turning 40. And the last show I ever saw at the school was a Magpie Manor thing. And if anyone from that year is watching, I'm sorry, it was haunted compared to ours. I might be biased though, I'm not gonna lie. So our show is based on Aladdin, you know, the film by Disney, as well as the story of Aladdin. And it was called Aladdin Trouble. Get it? Yes, it's unfunny, but that's what the show was like. It was mostly puns about like washing, I guess. The show was created by a company called Out of Arc Music, which done various primary school songs which you might have heard of. Cabbages and greens, broccoli and beans, so I was a theatre kid. I'd done a lot of shows. I was never the main character or anything like that, but I was always a side character, and I was always very good at my role. And that's what actually happened here. I really wanted to be the villain. I wanted to be maniacal and all that. But instead, I got Widow Twanky. Now, you may be wondering, Kyle, what the heck is a Widow Twanky? And let me answer that. Widow Twanky is a pantomime dame. A pantomime dame is typically where a guy, like myself, dresses up as a woman. It's one of the first forms of drag racing that you can imagine. It's all played for fun, and it's just having a good time. And I was really excited to play Widow Twanky because I never really done drag things before. You know, I never wore dresses particularly, but I got to wear makeup. I got to wear all these different types of things, so it was pretty new for me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm up for it. So after landing Widow Twanky, I told my parents for obvious reasons, and my mum suggested that I should look towards Stanley Baxter for inspiration. He's a very famous Scottish comedian. He is known for dressing up as women. He's pretty famous for impersonating the late Queen Elizabeth II. Here's a clip of him now.
This year, we have witnessed international celebrations that have commemorated the joyous occasion of VE Day. My memories of that happy time are still very vivid.
Don't worry about it, love. You'd be amazed what rubbish people talk when they're nervous little flops.
Yeah, he's very, very famous. And that's how I got to do the Widow Twanky voice, which is similar to his Queen voice. So it was like, hello, how are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome! And all that. So it was pretty fun watching them, to be honest. So there was 2 shows. Now, I don't remember the nights individually, but I do remember stories from both the nights. I'm going to just tell them like it's just one big show. I think that's a bit easier. So when I arrived just before the show started, I had to get into costumes. So that included makeup, it included this shower cap thing. It was quite large, and it included these padded bras. I just remember going to the school toilet. I'm like, guys, guess what I've got? And they were like, what? I'm like, bra! So one of my friends' mums done my makeup, so it was very nice of them to do that. It was just so funny getting into costume, you know. And on the night, I remember there was this girl who only had one line, one single line. She read midway through it, she almost finished it, but she started crying. The poor girl was just like, Yeah, I'm a baker. So it was quite unfortunate that happened, but it was a teeny bit funny. Just a teeny bit. And when I came on stage for my bit, I had to introduce all the kids. Like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. They all just started laughing at me, and in a good way. I actually started laughing myself. It was so funny that I was just like, so it was. So one of my friends was the villain. Obviously, he was Ebenezer, which is just Jafar but with a different name. And he had a big song. I'll let you hear it now.
New lamps rose, new lamps rose. Bring me your rubbish, I'll turn it to gold. Tell everyone what you've been told. I'll give you new lamps rose.
It's very, very menacing, you know. And he had to sing it. And let me tell you, he was beautiful. He was beautiful. So if you know how the story of Aladdin goes, obviously Aladdin and Jasmine fall in love. There's a genie involved in there somewhere. It's all lovely. But then you get to the wedding, and my character of Little Twanky flirts with the king, Jasmine's dad, who is played by one of my close friends, and is actually the one who suggested me to make this video. So thank you. And it was so weird, because if those two get married, it means Aladdin and Jasmine are stepbrothers. Hello all, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. This is something slightly different to what I would usually do. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Press all the buttons down below and have a good day. Thank you.